Today we're going to steek our Bad Oyster shawl. The Bad Oyster is a fantastic pattern available on Ravelry for purchase, and it allows you to knit in the round continuously, and it's just all stockinette with just a increase on each side of this panel. And it's fantastic if you're going to be stuck in the car or if you want some TV knitting, that kind of thing. So this scarf, this triangle scarf, is knit completely in the round. And then what you do is we're going to steek up this panel. We're going to cut up in between. So I have bound off completely and then left these 20 stitches on that are the panel. And what we're going to do is we're going to count. We're going to find the exact center here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 10 there, and there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 there. So we're going to cut up this rung right here, and I'm going to get that set up and show you what we do. Okay, so we are set up. What I've done is I've just put some blocking pins in to kind of help separate and open this up so we can see it better. I've identified this is the center point right here, and I had heard that before you bind off to leave these 20 stitches on your needle, and it makes it easier to find the middle. And I would absolutely agree with that, because I've watched a couple other videos and it looks like they took all the other, they bound everything off and then took these off, because we're going to drop these stitches is what we're going to do. And it was much easier to get this all set up with these still on the needle, so I highly recommend that. So we've counted over 10 on each side, and I end up in the middle. And we are actually going to, and I'm not normally a video person, so I apologize. We're going to cut this rung right here. So we see these loops. This is what we're actually going to cut, because I've got 10 stitches on this side and I've got 10 stitches on that side. So that's what we're going to cut. So I'm going to go ahead and start the snip. And what I've done is I've used these to kind of outline all the way up to find that rung. It makes it a little bit easier. So I'm going to cut my first stitch here. And this is scary, I'm not going to lie. You never willingly want to cut your knitting, but there we go. So now we're just going to continue on up, and you'll see it gets easier to cut these because I have separated the stitches. Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to go all the way up, cutting like this. And you can see as I cut that it's just very easy to do. And essentially what we're going to do is drop the stitches that are on the cord now, and we're going to tie these ends so that we can seal that edge off. And we're at the end right now. So poof, we have just cut completely through our knitting. So now what we're going to do is take this knitting cord off. And we're just going to drop all these stitches. It's just a matter of pulling them down like so, and basically just unraveling everything that you did, which is contrary to what every knitter ever wants to do. So we're going to go through and do all of this. And then what you'll do is you'll tie these at the end of the last dropped stitch. So if we take this off, and I take my wire out, we'll see that the drop stitches stop. And you end up with these. So there's no more drop stitches. Now if we were to pull these out, I mean, we could weave these out, but these aren't going anywhere right now. And then to finish off your shawl, what you'll do is you'll tie these together in a knot and you'll have your fringe. And as an afterthought, I had started unraveling these and tying them in knots, and I found that the ones that had not been unraveled yet were a whole lot easier to grab. So just unravel them as you need them, and then that way you don't have quite the bird's nest of strings that you need to tie. So then you just keep going up like this, and you grab the next two. And just tie them. Okay, thanks everybody.